to British Airways. You did a flight test there, first class, recently. Tell us about your experience in first class with them.
Yeah, Singapore, Sydney on their 777-300ER. British Airways have got they're one of the few airlines that's got a very beautiful product without having to go down the full suite path.
Right.
And when I mean the suite path, I mean the doors closing and all that kind of concept a lot of airlines are doing in first class. Like you sort of see with Qantas, British Airways have got a first class. It doesn't have the doors like that, but really sort of large, oversized, comfortable chairs. You can actually adjust their chair with one dial. This is one of the big keys about this seat. You can literally just sort of swivel it around and it'll go up or down and whatnot.
What do most have? Just not, you know...
3 or 4 different buttons to do different things.
Okay.
So they want it to be very comfortable, very simplistic. A really sort of large 15-inch screen, which is quite big.
Yep.
Bed goes out to 6'6". They give you mattress toppers, oversized pillows, and then they've got these window shades that come down, not like the Dreamliner, but an actual full proper shade that goes up and down by a press of a button.
Okay.
On board, expect beautiful French wines, some of the top chateaux in France, really nice champagne, full English breakfast if you want that. And if you're travelling in the afternoon, they've got a British high tea on board. But,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you get a good choice of food there? Is it a good...
You do get a very good choice of food on board. I think it's very tricky. Singapore Sydney's a hard one to really sort of sit down and enjoy a lot of the food on. But it is sort of modern British classics is probably the best way I'd probably describe the food. And on top of that, you do get your pyjamas, like we were just saying. They've got a fantastic amenity kit that's loaded up with sort of well-being products inside it. So not just a little bag, you do actually get filled with sort of moisturisers and creams and gels, I think, which is really nice.
How does it compare to other first-class airlines, do you think?
You know, I think we're at a point now where airlines like British Airways, like Qantas, like Etihad, Singapore Airlines and Emirates, the calibre of all those airlines, it is getting extremely close. I think the game change is going to be when Etihad puts in the apartment quite soon. Up until that, I think the other airlines, when it comes to food, when it comes to wine, when it comes to the seats, entertainment, they're very, very similar, and I think
there's so much you can do, and they're all sort of doing it now.
It is. Now, one thing to look out for. British Airways actually have quite good specials in first class between Australia and Singapore. There's not much more than business. So when you have a look, if you are booking a flight that you are going up on business back up to or from, have a look first. It's not that much more, and it really is a notch above. It's 20-30% better than their Club World product.
But only a little bit pricier.
Only a little bit pricier, yeah. So, but I think the wines on board were something stunning. 2003 vintage Bordeaux and whatnot is very, very hard to beat.
Very nice. Pre-flight experience. What are the lounges like?
Well, when you're flying in first, you get, if you're going all the way to London, you get the Concorde Club at Heathrow at Terminal 5, which is, you have to be flying first to get into that lounge. You can't just be a super premium frequent flyer. You can't be a Platinum 1 Qantas flyer. You need to be invited into that lounge. And in Sydney, you get the Qantas first class lounge. So at either end, you've got 2 very good ones. They've got a Singapore lounge, which they're renovating next year, which should bring that notch up a bit on the way through.
All right, James, we'll check in with you a little bit later in the show. But first, looking for a good book to put